How to get a promotion at work without waiting around. So if you're in the, if I do a good job, keep my head down, keep my nose clean and do what is asked of me mindset, then this video is for you, because I'm going to blow that mindset out of the water. By the end of this video, you'll have an understanding of how not just doing great work, but making offers will actually get you promoted. And if you want to be seen as great leadership material, don't wait. Innovate. Promotions don't necessarily go to the most talented. They go to the people who are best at making offers, who understand value, who are good at cross-functional collaboration, and who are good at interdisciplinary innovation. By the end of this video, you will learn a 5-step strategy to earn promotions by making offers and managing what I call your network of commitments. You will know 3 key distinctions that separated the promoted employees from the overlooked ones. You'll be on the road to teaching yourself how to be able to spot opportunities and act on them. And you'll adopt a leadership attitude that turns every project that you're asked to do into an opportunity to add more value and get promoted. The majority of us have been taught how to be good performers, good producers, good deliverers, and we've fallen into that mindset and mode because we've been doing this since we were in kindergarten. On day 1, when you got into kindergarten, you got something that you were supposed to do, whether it was tie your shoelaces, make sure that they're tied for the next day, whether it was don't forget to bring your hat, whether it was don't forget to bring your lunch, whether it was talk to somebody who's sitting next to you and tell them your name. Whatever it was, you were told to do something and you did it. And you knew that you would stay out of trouble in school if you did what you were told to do and you did what was asked of you. And then we have unconsciously brought that same thinking to work. In fact, we've kind of designed work to be like that. I invite you to think about work as being something much more effective and much more powerful, and ideally much more fun, and ideally much more of an expression of how you contribute to the world and what brings you joy. Part of the reason why I talk about this and why I write about this is I've been in the trenches delivering innovation for quite a long time, let's say about 30 years. And in that process, I've written 2 books. One is The Innovation Mindset, which is frameworks and practices for being more innovative and delivering on more innovation value projects. And the other one is 100% Capacity Leadership, which talks about the impact of gender balance on our ability to be able to innovate and deliver value for our fellow human beings. In that process, I have been a global head for professional services for a multi-billion-dollar multinational company. I've been the CIO down at a research institute, which has brought you amazing things like the computer mouse and Siri on your Apple iPhone. I have also been responsible for lots of people and run multi-million-dollar budgets. And in the process, what I've seen is that people do not know how to add value to companies. They believe that by following their job description and doing exactly what's asked of them, that they are adding value. And as work becomes more complex and more involved, and we have more technology to support us in doing our work, that falls by the wayside and becomes less and less valuable. And I want to introduce you to the thinking behind the innovation mindset and show you how to use it to be able to get yourself promoted. So step number 1 is shift from a performer to an offer maker or a value creator. So a performer is someone who does what they're told, what you did when you were in kindergarten and 1st grade in school. A value creator, or someone who designs offers, is someone who trains themselves to be able to see opportunities, and not opportunistically, but be able to see opportunities to add value, and is able to translate those into offers that they want to make to other people in the organization. Best place to start with those offers is to start with your boss. The second thing is to begin to understand that you work in a network of commitments. So you might be making an offer to your boss, which is a commitment to deliver satisfaction and value for your boss. And your boss might or might not accept that offer. They might redesign it with you a little bit, recalibrate it with you a little bit, but they then are committing to ensure that you're going to be successful in delivering on that offer. So there are commitments working through the whole cycle of that design conversation and that development conversation and that delivery conversation, and then ultimately the satisfaction that your boss is going to declare when you've delivered on what it is that you promised. So start thinking of those commitments and recognize that they're happening all around you. People are making offers to you, you're making offers to other people, people are making requests of you to get work done. And once you start seeing that network of commitments, you'll start seeing how you impact that, how you design that, and how you work within that. And once you start doing that, you'll also start recognizing opportunities for cross-functional collaboration, for cross-functional innovation, for interdisciplinary innovation, which we all know is the holy grail of innovation. And it'll give you opportunities to be able to build your network across the organization and really understand all the different perspectives on how value is created for your customers. The third thing is to focus on being effective, not just being right. So for those of us with technical backgrounds, and I'm an engineer by training, is we have been brought up through science to understand what is correct, what is the accurate answer. And that's slightly different when we're talking about how we lead people and how we engage with people. It is much, much more useful to be effective when working with a person than it is to be right. If you're focused exclusively on being right, you're going to alienate people and you're going to disagree with them and you're always going to be looking to assert your opinion. When you do that, you fail to listen to other people. You fail to see how they're seeing the world. You fail to see what they consider to be valuable. If you're going to get good at making offers, you need to understand what other people consider to be valuable. The fourth step is to make your work visible. And one of the ways that you make your work visible is not by jumping up and down, blowing your own horn. One of the ways you make your work visible is you understand who's going to see what kind of value. And by that I mean somewhere in the organization, somebody, your boss or your boss's boss or someone in an adjacent org, has a responsibility for, let's say, customer retention numbers. And if you say customer retention numbers, then you tie the value that you're bringing to those numbers. So you say, we were able to deliver a higher level of customer satisfaction to specific customers in this particular market with this particular product that we are serving them with or supporting for them. And as a result of that, we have seen a reduction in customer attrition. We've seen an increase in customer retention. And what you're doing is you're tying the value that you're bringing to something that is relevant and valuable for someone higher up in the chain, in the network of commitments. And by doing that, you're making your work visible because you're allowing other people to see how your work relates to their work. And as you do that, what you'll find is that people will come to you and go, hey, I want to see how you did that because it's something we've been trying to solve for a while. And I think what you've done in this particular case could be of value to us. Now, that potentially is going to give you more work and you're potentially going to go, I don't have the resources for that. But believe me, if the opportunity for value creation exists, you will find the resources. People will bring you the resources. You can negotiate to get the resources. Will you end up working harder for a while? Yes, you absolutely will. Will it be work that's more aligned with who you are and what brings you joy? If you're making offers around it and negotiating them effectively, yes, it absolutely will. The three critical things that people who get promoted constantly do are, one, they make offers. They initiate value instead of just accepting tasks, and probably in addition to just accepting tasks. The second one is that they manage commitments, not just time. So they take care of who they've made promises to, and by doing that, they are managing those commitments and making sure that they're delivering effectively on them. And the third one is that they're not just technical. Technical is hugely valuable and it's part of my background, but they're also able to build trust and partnership across organizations. So they're effectively relational. And what they're doing is they're acknowledging the people who work with them, who support them, who design with them, who deliver with them. And they build those relationships of trust across the organization. If you're ready for your next promotion and you're asking yourself whether or not you fulfill those criteria, go down to the comments below, getpromoted.com. There's a free promotion readiness assessment for you there. Fill it out, be brutally honest with yourself. Fill it out, let us know how it goes. Talk to me in the comments, let me know whether or not this was valuable for you. And I wish you the best of luck with your next promotion. Thanks.